Sometimes, golf is about hitting the most jaw-dropping, spectacular, unlikely, and unbelievable shot. Today, we're counting down the 10 craziest golf shots in history. Number 10. Iconic Woods Nike Shot. Let's kick off this countdown with possibly the greatest player to ever pick up a golf club, Tiger Woods. This shot on the 16th hole of Augusta during the 2005 Masters might just be his most iconic. Faced with an extremely difficult chip, Woods studies the green and picks his spot. He drops it exactly where he wants to, and the ball slowly rolls and rolls and rolls. It then stops for dramatic effect before finally falling right into the hole. Woods went on to win the Masters, but this was really his crowning moment. It also happens to be absolutely perfect for a Nike advert, with the swoosh being the last thing you see before the ball disappears. Just do it! Number 9. Jack Nicklaus, Pebble Beach, 1972. It's the 17th hole at the US Open being held at Pebble Beach. The kidney-shaped green is ruthless, and gale force winds are blowing. Bunkers surround the green, and the ocean waits menacingly to the left. Jack Nicklaus is 2 up over the field, and on the hunt for his 3rd US Open. Nicklaus pulls out his 1-iron, a very difficult club to hit with even given today's club technology, let alone 50 years ago. The most composed man on the golf course, he flushes it, sending it headfirst into the wind. The ball bounces on the green and hits the flag, ending up a couple of feet away from the pin. The Golden Bear has just pulled off one of the riskiest, trickiest shots in golf history. 1 hole later, he lifts the US Open yet again, cementing his name in history. Crazy courage, followed by insanely good execution. Take a bow, Jack Nicklaus. Number 8. Lovemark's Bunker Dunk. Jamie Lovemark found himself in the bunker on this hole in the 2016 John Deere Classic. 26 feet away from the pin, he gracefully hoists the ball out of the sand and it falls right into the hole for an incredible dunk. Lovemark earned an eagle for this hole, and it must have felt fantastic. It must be said that the way the ball hits the pin and falls in is really quite lucky. But the best golfers make their own luck. It's crazy that Lovemark managed to find the hole without so much as a bounce from in the sand. Number 7. Garcia's tree climbing exploits. At the 2013 Arnold Palmer Invitational, a couple of insane things happened in a row. Firstly, Sergio Garcia's ball somehow managed to get lodged in a tree. Then, rather than go for a drop, Garcia decided to show off his Tarzan skills. He hops up into the tree and stands next to his ball, facing backwards. His caddy passes him his club from below. Garcia holds it just below the grip and manages to find the fairway with an unbelievable shot in the weirdest of circumstances. How many shots have you seen from up in a tree? Pure insanity. Number 6. Nicklaus's Class. This insane shot is the only putt on our list, and it took place at a course opening exhibition match played by Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, and Johnny Miller. Miller finds himself 102 feet away from the hole, while still being on the green, and is faced with a variety of nasty slopes. Miller says it's impossible to putt, so the Golden Bear takes matters into his own hands. He swaggers over, drops his ball, takes a quick look, and then whacks it. It swings one way, then the other. As it makes its way over to the pin, the caddy quickly grabs the flag from the hole. Lucky that he did, because the ball then arrows into the cup, bouncing up but staying in the hole. I'm not sure if it was Nicklaus's best ever shot, but it was without a doubt his coolest moment on the golf course. Only Nicklaus could pull off that crazy moment. Number 5. Stop, drop, and roll for an ace. American Fuzzy Zeller participated in the 2006 Principal Charity Classic and showed everyone it is better to be lucky than skilled. On this par 3, he hits his tee shot a bit off the green, and it bounces before stopping in the edge of the rough. However, the ball didn't like it in the rough. To everyone's shock, the ball starts moving again, leaves the rough, rolls onto the green before finally nesting in the hole. As the crowd goes wild, Zeller hits a cool thumbs up as a celebration. If I had hit that shot, I would have been knee sliding right in front of the crowd. Number 4. Mickelson's crazy reverse shot. Caught in a horrible spot just above a bunker, Phil Mickelson was in a very thorny position, but the king of escapes had a crazy trick up his sleeve. He lines up to his shot in the totally opposite direction to the hole. He then flops it so hard that the ball takes off and goes towards the hole behind him. The ball just misses the pin but ends up a few yards away. It's so creative from Mickelson and so insane to even think up, yet alone to execute perfectly. And that's why Phil was a must-watch golfer. Number 3. Spieth runs down the hill. One of my favorite things about golf is that fans will cheer any player hitting a good shot, especially if it's the Ryder Cup. If you want evidence of that, look no further than this wonder shot from Jordan Spieth. Caught in some of the most difficult rough I've ever seen, playing on an almost vertical slope, the American was in a world of trouble. However, he hit one of the craziest shots in golf history, somehow managing to lift the ball very high into the air for it to plop down next to the flag. Meanwhile, Spieth is running down the hill. I don't know which recovery was better, the shot or the fact that he didn't fall into the water. Actually, it's definitely the shot. There are simply no words to describe how difficult that was. Truly miraculous stuff. Number 2. Jon Rahm's water skipping ace. It is a tradition at Augusta, one of the hardest courses in the world, to try and skip the ball across to the green on the 16th hole during practice rounds. That's exactly what Jon Rahm did in 2020. And to everyone's surprise, the ball not only found the green, it dropped right in the hole. It's an absolutely incredible shot in so many different ways. It defies gravity, and the way it slowly falls in is honestly a thing of beauty. It could not have been a more aesthetically pleasing shot. To make it even more exciting, that was Rahm's second hole-in-one that week. On top of that, it was also his birthday that day. Not a bad way to celebrate your birthday. And it would almost certainly be our number 1 if it had happened in a competition rather than a practice round. Number 1. Darren Clarke's bouncy stone shot. I never get tired of watching this shot. At the Smurfit European Open in 2005, Irishman Darren Clarke is playing the tricky 18th hole, with water just to the left of the green providing a real challenge. Clarke's ball lands on the green and is headed towards the water. It rolls out of play onto some rocks. Incredibly, the ball bounces about 8 times before cheekily popping up back in play, just next to the green. I love the ball's comedic timing in this video. The way that it sits there after defying the laws of gravity and science is just hilarious.